Shift your seat a little closer to this dim light. Let the noise of the world outside fade for a moment, replaced by an honest silence between us. Tonight, I want to talk about something often considered trivial, yet it slowly acts like a termite eating away at the foundation of a house without ever making a sound. We often discuss infidelity, grand betrayals, or financial problems as the causes of a relationship's collapse. But there is a silent killer rarely realized, something we do almost every day without significant guilt. Its name is procrastination, the habit of saying later to things that actually need your presence right now. You might wonder, how could postponing taking out the trash, delaying fixing a leaking faucet, or hesitating to reply to your wife's message kill a marriage? The answer does not lie in the object you are delaying, but in the message you send to your partner's heart every time you choose to procrastinate. In a woman's mind, your delay is not just a matter of time or laziness. To her, procrastination is a subtle form of neglect. When you delay something she has asked for many times, she doesn't see a man who is tired. She sees a man who thinks her needs are not valuable enough to prioritize. This is the beginning of a crack that will only widen if left unchecked. Try to feel the silence of this night. Have you ever noticed how your wife stops asking for something after she realizes her request will only end in a later promise? This is where the real danger lies. When procrastination becomes your lifestyle, your partner will start learning not to depend on you. She will start doing everything herself. She will fix what is broken. She will solve problems without discussing them with you, and she will begin to withdraw emotionally. At that point, you might feel your life is quieter because she no longer nags. But what is actually happening is that she is building a cold wall of independence because she feels she doesn't have a partner she can rely on. Your procrastination has exiled her from the space of trust you were supposed to occupy together. Let's talk about the mental load that is often invisible to a man's eyes. Every time you delay a small task at home, that task does not disappear. It merely moves from your hands into your wife's mind as an additional burden. She has to keep remembering it, she has to plan when the task will be finished, and she has to bear the discomfort of seeing that disorder. Your procrastination creates anxiety within her, and anxiety is the ultimate enemy of intimacy. How could she possibly feel relaxed and affectionate at night if all day she has to carry the weight of responsibilities that you were supposed to share with her? Your delay has stolen her peace of mind, and without peace, love finds it hard to breathe freely. Notice how the night breeze touches your skin gently. That is how communication in a marriage should be, yet procrastination often turns that gentleness into thorns. The hidden reason why procrastination kills a marriage is because it destroys respect. A woman needs a figure she can respect, a man who has integrity between his words and his deeds. When you say, "Yes, I'll do it later," but never do it until she has to ask for the 5th time, your words begin to lose their value. You become a man who cannot be trusted in small things. And if you cannot be relied upon in small things, how can she possibly trust you with the big things in your lives? Respect is the oxygen for love, and procrastination slowly chokes that oxygen to death. Many men hide behind the excuses of "I'm tired," or "I'll do it when I'm in the right mood." But marriage is not about waiting for the right mood. Marriage is about the commitment to be present when needed. Procrastination is a form of selfishness wrapped in a relaxed attitude. You are prioritizing your temporary comfort over your partner's needs. Every second you use to delay is actually a second you steal from your wife's happiness. Imagine how special a wife feels if she sees her husband move swiftly without having to be asked twice. It is a message of love far stronger than 1,000 flowers. Your promptness shows that you value her time, her energy, and her feelings. Imagine for a moment if this situation were reversed. If your wife delayed giving you her attention, delayed providing her emotional support, or hesitated to be there when you needed her, you would feel lonely, wouldn't you? That is what she feels every day when she sees the piles of tasks or needs that you ignore. Procrastination creates distance. Distance creates indifference. And indifference is the final stage before a relationship truly ends. Procrastination is self-sabotage toward your own happy future. You are delaying today's work, but you are actually delaying peace in your marriage. You are accumulating an emotional debt that one day you will have to pay at a very high price, losing the warmth in her eyes. Tonight, let this thought sink into your deepest soul. Why is it so easy for us to delay things for the person we love most, yet we are so quick to complete tasks for the boss at the office or friends outside? Often it is because we feel the person at home will always be there and will always forgive. We underestimate their patience. But patience has limits, and every delay is a footstep bringing your wife closer to that limit. The hidden reason procrastination kills a marriage is because it makes your partner feel invisible. She feels like a shadow whose requests are merely considered background noise to be ignored whenever you please. Try to wake up tomorrow morning with a new perspective. See every small task, every simple request, and every unfulfilled promise as an opportunity to save your marriage. Don't wait until tomorrow afternoon. Don't wait until the weekend. Do it now. Show her that your words have weight. Show her that her comfort is your top priority. When you stop procrastinating, you are actually rebuilding the bridge of trust that was once fragile. You are telling her that she is valuable, that her voice is heard, and that she has a protector who truly cares. The magic of a relationship doesn't happen during a luxury vacation. It happens when you choose not to delay taking out the trash or fixing a broken faucet. Know that procrastination often roots from fear or a reluctance to face discomfort. But in marriage, the small discomfort of doing a task is much better than the massive discomfort of facing a heart that has already frozen. Don't let later be the word she hears most often from you. Replace it with, "Let me do it right now." Notice how this small change will bring warmth back into your home. Your wife will start to feel calm. She will start to feel valued. And she will begin to reopen the doors of her heart that might have been locked tight due to the accumulated disappointment of delayed promises. Listen to this silence once more. A peaceful silence can only be created if there are no lingering issues in the heart. Procrastination leaves a clog that makes the atmosphere of the house tense without you realizing it. Be the man who finishes what he starts. Be the husband who provides rest for his wife's mind by becoming a solution, not an additional burden. A man's strength is not measured by the size of his muscles, but by how quickly he acts to protect the happiness within his household. Procrastination is the enemy of leadership, and a husband is a leader who must provide an example in responsibility and promptness. A great marriage is a collection of moments of presence that are not delayed. Do not let time pass by with a pile of plans only in your head. Realize that love through real actions that are immediate. Leave no room for doubt to grow in your partner's heart. When you act without delay, you are planting the seeds of security. And on that soil of security, the flowers of happiness and intimacy can grow lush and beautiful. Do not let procrastination be the end of the beautiful story you built together. Fight that laziness with the memory of how precious the woman beside you truly is. Every night before you close your eyes, ask yourself, is there something I delayed today that could have made my wife feel more at peace? If there is, promise to settle it first thing when you wake up tomorrow. Don't let a new day begin with old burdens left unfinished. Remember that marriage is about today, right now. It is not about an abstract future or a past that has gone. Procrastination is the cruelest thief of time, and in marriage, time is the most valuable asset to show affection. Use your time wisely. Don't delay being an extraordinary husband. The night grows later, and let the wind carry this message into your dreams. Tomorrow is a new chance to redeem every delay you've ever made. Wake up with the energy of a warrior ready to guard his family's happiness from even the smallest things. Be the man who doesn't just promise, but the man who proves. That is the secret to keeping the fire of love burning. By not letting a single small spark of task or attention fade just because you chose to wait. Rest well, my friend. May tomorrow you become a man who is more prompt and loves more unconditionally, without later and without delay.